I'm Tracy Baxter with today's Record Newswatch. Guilty on all counts. That was the verdict handed down earlier today by a Sullivan County Court jury in the case of Monticello Village trustee T.C. Hutchins. Hutchins was convicted of felony coercion and official misconduct for attempting to get his friend Kareem McCline hired as a police officer over the objections of other village officials. McCline had committed drug offenses as a teenager. Hutchins faces up to 7 years in prison and removal from his position on the Monticello Village Board at the time of sentencing. Reporter Heather Yankin will have more information on the Hutchins conviction here at Record Online and in tomorrow's Times-Herald Record. Their home on West O'Reilly Street in Kingston is considered a total loss, but a smoke detector may have helped save the lives of the Hotaling family early Sunday morning. The alarm and the smell of smoke alerted John Hotaling, who then got his wife and son out of the burning home and called 911. The three-alarm blaze has been labeled accidental, but an exact cause had yet to be pinpointed. Today's the day furloughs for Department of Defense civilian workers took effect, impacting civilian employees at West Point and at the Air Guard base at Stewart Airport. And on the day mandatory furloughs begin, Hudson Valley Congressman Sean Patrick Maloney and local union leaders were calling on Congress to end sequestration and replace it with a balanced bipartisan long-term budget. About 1,700 area workers are affected by the 11 mandatory furlough days, projected to save the Defense Department $1.8 billion. Most furloughed employees face 1 day without pay for each week through the end of September. Some federal agencies were able to avoid furloughs, but Defense Department officials say they couldn't make the mandated cuts without them. Sullivan County Sheriff's deputies have issued several tickets following their investigation of a fatal one-car crash Saturday near Glen Spey. 17-year-old Amanda Morabito of Ulen died of injuries suffered when the car she was a passenger in ran off County Route 31 and slammed into a utility pole. Her sister, 16-year-old Ashley Morabito, was listed in serious condition after being transferred to Westchester Medical Center. The driver, 18-year-old Joshua Crespo of Port Jervis, was treated and later released from Bon Secours Hospital. Crespo was issued tickets for bald tires, driving without insurance, and driving with a suspended registration. Blooming Grove police say she went on a knife rampage. 32-year-old Carrie Dombrowski was charged with felony assault and burglary, along with several other misdemeanor offenses after police say she broke into her ex-fiance's home Saturday, injuring the man with knives during a struggle and assaulting and threatening a woman in the residence. According to police, Dombrowski attempted to stab the 37-year-old woman through a bathroom door, which the woman was hiding behind. He's back in politics. Former Governor Eliot Spitzer, who resigned 5 years ago amid a prostitution scandal, says he's planning a political comeback with a run for New York City comptroller. Spitzer, a former state attorney general, stepped down in disgrace in 2008 when allegations surfaced of his encounters with a prostitute. Since then, the former governor returned to public life as a cable TV commentator. In announcing plans for his city comptroller run, Spitzer said he is hoping city voters would give him a second chance. Predictions from the Goshen Chamber of Commerce were that at least 20,000 people would walk the streets of the village of Goshen this past weekend, and that they would be enjoying Goshen's 32nd annual Great American Weekend. About 150 vendors were on hand to sell all manner of crafts and food. Hanging over the event again this year, the ongoing troubles Goshen merchants have had in the nearly 2-year closing of Goshen's County Government Center. But Lorraine Barbarash of Cedar Rock Products in Chester said that situation wasn't impacting those selling their wares during the weekend festival.
I think having the government center close is hurting the local businesses and farmers market, but for today's Great American Weekend, it's not making much of an impact. But it would be great if that center would open again.
And no Great American Weekend would be complete without the Grand Circuit harness racing that's held over the holiday weekend at Goshen's historic track. The track dates back to 1838. It played host to 4 days of racing on the half-mile oval and is the oldest active trotting track in the world, complete with its 2,000-seat grandstand. Grand Circuit races are a yearly showcase of harness horses that compete throughout North America. And all that history has earned Goshen the nickname the Cradle of the Trotter, since the village is where the sport originated. And it was a day of family fun Saturday in Wurtsboro, the annual Founders Day Street Fair, featuring an assortment of food, crafts, music, and activities sponsored by the Wurtsboro Board of Trade. This year there was something a little unique. Folks could watch Billie Jean McLaughlin of Matamoros pull a 20,000-pound tractor trailer down 4th Street. The charity truck pull was held to help O'Toole's Harley-Davidson in Wurtsboro get toy donations for their Christmas in July event. Well, don't look for much change in our weather for the next couple of days. Tuesday will be partly sunny and humid, with a chance of a passing thunderstorm. The highs will be between 85 and 90 degrees. Pretty much the same story for Wednesday. More sunshine, more humidity, and once again, the threat of late-day thunderstorm activity in some parts of our region. Temperatures will be up around 90 degrees. Stay informed by starting your day with the Times-Herald Record. Stay connected to breaking news right here at Record Online. For Record Newswatch, I'm Tracy Baxter.